Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? Back with another video. Got another day off today, so happy with that. Been sleeping good. Got my tooth fixed, so couldn't be happier. Actually, the last few days have been amazing, and the game's growing as well. Upland is going really well. I'm amazed to see how Granada Hills is doing as well right now. It's just so good to see the community jumping on and actually building this right now. And there's no going back. There's so many players actually involved in the development now. So I really do see this being amazing. And then next year we're just going to continue to push this and grow this as fast as possible and just as basically as efficient as possible as well. We don't want to kind of rush it either. We want to make it the perfect place, the entertainment hub. So yeah, we've basically got the factory, the showroom, and then also the racetrack in this area over here, and then this should be out in the next couple of months. Just waiting now for obviously a reply from Upland, and then if we do need to do a few tweaks, we will just publish that and then put it up onto the Discord as well, and then we can look at some differences. The only thing that might come up on the racetrack is this alley turning, and then this alley turning goes around straight back onto the racetrack. If this does become a problem, we will probably just run down Chatsworth Street and then around instead. So just a little fix if that actually isn't possible, but we do believe in the team behind actually is really looking into this, and they believe that it will get approved. But if it doesn't, we will just look at going around the corner as well. So yeah, that's going really well. Looking forward to the actual reply on that, and then we can actually start to do some racing, looking at getting cars and stuff in the game as well. So really excited to actually get involved with that and just do some other stuff as well. The node's really good and stuff. The treasure hunting I'm loving at the moment, and just loads of different stuff on the game. So yeah, let's get into it. If you like this content, please click that subscribe button. We're at 512 subscribers now, really trying to push to 1,000 subscribers, so really do appreciate the support. Like, share and comment on these videos as well. Every single comment on these videos I will keep up. I won't change any comments or nothing like that at all. All the competitions will be done through YouTube going forward, and also I have just set up a new channel on Discord called Competitions. What I will do is put everybody's name what enters the competitions into that Discord now as well. So I did have a few problems with one of the players, but I fully stand behind the actual game and the way we run the competitions and the way we actually run Upland and the community we've grown and built as well. So it's just amazing to see. So no one's actually able to bring down the node now. The node's just got too big, too many Spark stakeholders. So if somebody wants to threaten to pull Spark off and other stuff off of properties, more than happy, go ahead. You don't need to continue in the node if you don't want to, but yeah, if you're gonna keep commenting and commenting and commenting, just remember that YouTube will start to look at the comments, because you can't throw accusations across of actually not being entered into competitions when you're editing all your comments, and then you're also moving them into other comments as well. So no wonder it's not been tracked properly. If I knew that at the time, I wouldn't even replied to it, but benefit of the doubt, I tried to offer more UPEX as well. So you probably know who I'm talking about, but yeah, we tried to resolve it, but now it's just getting to accusations and stuff. So I'm not going to entertain that anymore. We're going to go forward Granada Hills and that, and if there's players like that, just go create your own node or just go and do your own kind of stuff in Upland. We're all positivity, we're all for a really good environment and a community over here, and then we want to make money as well, so no one's going to actually affect that as well. There's a lot of money invested with us and the players as well, so anybody what starts slandering or destroying the brand will be dealt with full consequences. We won't be going through that kind of behaviour on this channel, and we will be keeping the community safe. I'm already obviously involved with Upland and other stuff as well, so yeah, basically believe in the game and everything what's going on. So if there's Alcatraz, happy to go to Alcatraz, and then I see what happens. But I firmly stand behind what I've responded to, and I will stick up for every single player investing into Granada Hills as well, and the actual growth of the node, because it's only funny, it's only been when the node's actually starting to mint out and lots more players are jumping in, all these kind of comments are coming up. So it might be a competition, might be a different node that the players actually trying to grow. So I'm not going to entertain that anymore, but I have left all the comments open, so I won't ever delete a comment. But if you actually look, you can see the comments have all started to be moved about and stuff. So yeah, kind of played into it at the start, listened to it, but now I'm kind of moving forward. Going to be doing more podcasts, looking forward this week, going on a couple, and then next week we will be as well. And then we are looking at bringing in people on this podcast and starting one up hopefully next year as well through this channel. So really exciting. I've got 3 or 4 players lined up for the start of January. So hopefully that'll be really good as well. Can get some really good conversations and just kind of a relaxed kind of chat about the game of Upland and all the kind of different strategies and growth you can actually have on the game to win. So yeah, that's basically that. I just wanted to get that off the chest as well. If you want to actually chat, like, any comments are welcome. Like, you can have your opinion completely, but like, as soon as a community starts to message me saying about a certain person, I get like 4 or 5 or 6 messages from different people all about the same person. It does get to a point where we're just not going to entertain it anymore, and yeah, we're going to move forward. Another comment was about X as well, and my X accounts. What I did do is, when I first started Upland, I did have a follow page on X, or Twitter as it was called before, and that page was for follow to grow the page as much as possible. And then yeah, we would try and bring players into the game and grow X. Like, that's the way you start X. That's the way that you always will grow the account from the start. If you really want to bring in marketing and actually bring in more players to the game, it's a great strategy to grow. I don't unfollow anybody what I follow. I just try and get them to engage in the comments and the tweets as well. When I did lose my X account, like, it was a login issue, so someone else was in the back end of the X account. I've had that account for about 6-7 years, and it's just funny how all of a sudden now it was having problems. Yeah, we're going to leave that there. We have created the new X account as well, but all this about using bots and stuff, like, yeah, it's just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand it at all. Like, I really don't. Like, tried to actually help and like change that kind of circumstance, but nah, like, actually past that now, and we're going to continue going forward. That's the way we are as well. We'll never use any automated services on Twitter. We'll never use any on this channel as well. Just the way, like, I see the actual game and the growth of this game. And you've got to remember, like, there's over $5,000 been invested. Every single paycheck I'll try and put into the game and grow it. Do giveaways and competitions for all the players actually supporting the channel and the brand. And we are still learning as well. We're not perfect. We actually are trying to like do different competitions, see what works and what doesn't. But if you're going to start to like negatively affect Upland as well, and the actual brand and the way new players see the game and stuff, it's just not going to happen on this channel. We've brought in a lot of new players to the game, and we continue to do that, and we will continue to do that going forward, and we're not going to let that kind of like negativity be on the chat and the feed as well. So yeah, that can go elsewhere. We're not going to tolerate this on the channel, but that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. We will address that right now, as we have. And yeah, let's move on. So what we're doing is we're looking at treasure hunting in Upland, so you can actually see we're actually starting to build out the map really nice now as well. And then once we get a couple more UpX, we can actually look at filling in some of these gaps now. So yeah, that's going really well. I'm going to look at treasure hunting this afternoon as well, try and get this up to like 2.17 spark. If you can see here, we're sitting at 2.15 right now, so hopefully today we can get that to 2.17, and then we can also keep raising the UpX net worth as well. And then we're coming close to 1,000 properties as well, so hopefully at the end of the month we can push that up. Hopefully for the month we'll get to about 1,000 properties, but probably by the end of this month, because roughly right now we might be at like 998, 97, something like that. And then we will be over 1,000 properties by Christmas, so that'll be really cool to actually see. Looking forward to actually getting to that milestone as well. And then we're only about 2 months away from actually hitting our 10 million net worth as well. And then at that point we get an extra 1 spark, or 1.2 spark as well, to go towards the racetrack and other stuff as well. We have already got different partnerships built in, so once the racetrack does go live and it does get approved, we will be looking at bringing in more stakeholders, which I've already organised. So there will be some big stakeholders with Spark coming into the game, what's actually going to help us build down the racetrack and get to 40% ownership. So that's going to be really cool as well. So the racetrack will be done separately with Spark, and then everything else, what we've got our Spark and the community can focus on their own projects and actually growing their projects as well. We are still running the competition for the townhouse. So if we go over back to the factory quickly, you can actually see over here, these buildings we're actually building right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but this one's finished. So we've got 6 buildings we're actually building right now, and then once these buildings are finished, we're going to actually give away one of the townhouses to a lucky winner as well. We will do a test as well on this to make sure all the comments are there, and then we also will put it in the Discord under competitions as well, so every single player what's put Spark on will be able to see their name, and then going forward, hopefully that townhouse will get given away sooner than later, and then we'll record the video. You can see the transaction, you can see all the comments and the names as well. So that's one thing we will do on this channel. Everything's open, transparent. The blockchain's open, transparent. You can go check everything, and then we'll basically, every time we give away now, we will film it live, so you can actually see the actual giveaway as well, just so it's fully transparent. And then like we don't have to get into these kind of like niggles behind the scenes, you know. So yeah, trying to work that out and smoothing that out for the players. That won't be happening going forward. So if there's any mistakes on my end, I do apologise, but I really don't see. The only comment I see what was missed was that comment there. So, but then if you're moving comments about and stuff, like it's like now I actually understand why it was missed as well. So at the start I was kind of a bit like, oh shit, but now I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like you can't keep commenting that kind of stuff on loads of channels. Like YouTube's going to get fed up with it as well. Like, you know, it's kind of like getting old now, you know. There's no other players on the node what's actually mentioned anything. Like anybody watching this video right now, if like you feel anything, like please comment down below. But yeah, I don't understand that kind of just negative energy on the game. And it's just like, Upland's doing a lot, the game's growing. Like the only way that we actually grow as a community and make money is if more people come into the game and grow it. So like, are you stupid or what? Like I really don't understand it at all. But like, yeah, we plan to keep this positive and grow and push as many players into the node. And Granada Hills is growing so well right now as well. So if we actually go over to UPX land quickly, and then we actually go over to overview, and then we'll quickly go to Los Angeles, down to 305,500 properties right now, and then Los Angeles over here. And then once we get to Los Angeles, we'll be able to see all the different neighborhoods, and then we'll just go and double check Granada Hills right now as well to actually see how we're doing. So here we can see unminted, this is the whole of LA right now, so 136,000 properties. So that's cool as well to actually see LA actually dropping. So we'll go over to Granada Hills, and now we're down to 2,741 properties, and the floor price is over 12,000 UPEX now for unminted properties, which is really cool. So we're getting that up. Hopefully by Christmas it'll be sitting closer to like 12,500, 13,000 UPEX. Every month we should be able to raise that about 1,000 UPEX, and then going forward that means every single month 1,000 UPEX higher. So the floor should be at about 13,000 UPEX by the end of December, 14,000 by the end of January, that kind of idea with unminted properties. And the reason we're tackling unminted properties is because then if you're selling a secondary market property for like 12,000 and the floor for unminted properties is at 14,000, you've got a lot more opportunity and a lot more chance to sell your property. So we will focus on making sure the economy and the market's there in Granada Hills for players actually wanting to sell their properties. And then we plan to keep buying the floor as well. So you can see here, the floor was up to $7. A couple of properties have just gone on this morning at $5.26, $5.50 and $5.90, around about that price. So what we will do is at the end of the month we will buy these properties, because you can see they're still under mint. So like none of these properties are over mint right now, so we will pick those properties up. Or anybody else what wants to get some cheap properties in Granada Hills, you can go and jump onto these properties right now. Let's just go have a look where they are. So you can see here a 72% markup. So we'll go on to sale price, and now there's just been one for $4. So this property for $4 in Granada Hills, mint price. What we'll do is just click on that property right now and we'll go and pick up this property. And yeah, that's a great deal. So what we'll do is get that one quickly. And this is great, like players what actually want to put their properties on for sale for dollars at that price. We will pick these up all day long, because 116 UPEX, that will sell straight away for about 10,000, 11,000 UPEX. So we'll get this property quickly right now, and then we will move on to the next topic, 36269. And then we've just bought that property now. So what we will do is continue to buy these properties, and I believe I've seen like kind of 10% of people will try and like sell for dollars quickly, but then the other 90% of people see the potential in the node and the actual growth. So if you want to get quick dollars out, you can do, but like you'll make a lot more in the future. This is not financial advice, but yeah, the floor is quite low right now, so I'd hold on to the properties, but that's for the best. Like I'm going to hold on to my properties, or they're going to sell for a lot higher than the floor. But I don't plan to sell anything under the floor. But if anyone's got anything on the floor in Granada Hills, jump onto UPX land and actually have a look, because you will get some really good deals, all less than like 100%. So these properties all the way up will be able to get bought all the way up to 69 here. So there's probably a good 50 properties, 40, 50 properties here you can get for under market value in like the fastest growing node right now. So it's going really well, and we're looking forward to actually like pushing that as far as possible. What else are we going to talk about on Upland right now? The factory. I was watching a few Blender videos the other day as well, so you can actually see. If we go over to the factory quickly, you can actually see here. Where we're actually building it, Casa Grande. So all we have to do is get up to the 5 spark, and then we will be able to apply for the MetaVenture and get this factory up and running. I have been watching a lot of videos, and I've been practicing on Blender behind the scenes as well, so we can actually start to look at like doing some graphic design work. I might practice but get someone else to like build the assets right now, and then over time I can start to get better and better at it as well. We're also looking at sound design on the channel as well, and then like FL Studio and stuff. I've already got the version from before, so looking at actually creating some really nice soundtracks and stuff for the YouTube channel as well. More graphics and other stuff going forward, so hopefully next year we'll have a nice studio where we can do these podcasts, and hopefully every Sunday we can bring out a new podcast based on Upland with other players in the game, and kind of like the topics and the way they're actually promoting their account as well. So really looking forward to that, and really looking forward to actually seeing all the different kind of like what's the word, like all the different kind of ways to play, and the different like kind of ideas and like the thoughts behind the game, and like where they see themselves going with the game in the future. So really excited about that as well. So that'll be coming soon, hopefully by January time should be involved. Like I really want to try and get it there anyway if we can. And yeah, we're basically just going to keep getting more properties as much as possible. Went over to San Francisco actually. They have just got the where is it? Let's go over to the town hall. Where's it gone? There we go. And now you can actually see this has just been released as well. So the Center Plaza. So this is going to be really cool. This is where going to be a lot of broadcasts and stuff happening, and then also you can play and connect. So find lots of different ways to actually come into the game of Upland, see how Upland works, and kind of get like better at the tutorials, and then you can actually see how you can effectively make more money and more like kind of property sales, and like how to earn, how to connect, how to all these different stuff as well. And then there will be a stage here, so in the future there will be broadcasts and other stuff. There is already, but we will be looking at stuff like that going forward in the future. So really excited, and really just to where the game and where the game's at right now as well, because you can see it's like you can feel it starting to tick over, and that's why I don't like these negative kind of people coming in, because like everybody's trying so hard to actually grow their account and actually like see a benefit from the account, and just really be positive in the community. In that there's no one in the community up to now that's actually kind of come across with that kind of like vibe, but like every single other person on the game has been amazing. So if you're new to Upland, there's amazing community behind it, really great players. Honestly, like there's been so many good players that actually helped on this growth and like just the game in general. So if you want to jump on, there is a link down in the description. You will get 50% off your first purchase up to 100,000 UPEX. Go and grab that while it's still there, and then you can jump onto the game of Upland. We've also got the Discord node down below as well in the description, so if you want to jump on, there's 60 players now actually in the node, and there's over 100 players actually like building in Granada Hills. We plan to see this over the next year, hopefully by the end of Christmas. This will be fully minted out and pretty much like 10-15% developed, so over the next 3 years we will have this into a really good position. So really happy. It's a lot further ahead than I thought it would be right now as well, and there's just such a good community behind it. That's why I don't like it going down that negativity kind of route as well. So that's been finished, that's been squashed, and like we're going to actually move on and focus on our game of Upland and where we're actually going as a community as well. So yeah, I do apologise on my end, and that's not what you want to come see when you come onto the game. But yeah, I'm not going to like take accusations and stuff like that as well, especially after we've put so much time into the game and so much kind of effort to grow the account to where it is as well. So yeah, right, let's go out of here. So LA, you can see the whole map as well. I do like looking over this map and that when I come in. Just love how it's come, like they call it the globe, sorry, but yeah, it's just nice. Sometimes I just sit and actually stare at the globe and watch how it just rotate around kind of thing. It's like really cool to see. But yeah, all my properties are basically in LA. I think I've got like 90% of my properties in LA. Let's have a quick look. User search, and then James UK. And then under James UK, we will be able to see the account here. And then also, yeah, Los Angeles, we've got 910 properties. And then if we actually look at neighbourhoods, this neighbourhood is Detroit, so let's go over to LA. When I started Upland, I did start in Detroit, so I think I've still got like 40 properties. I've sold like about 60 over the last year in Detroit. We're still selling off a few what's left, but as you can see, Granada Hills, we're now up at 370 properties. Hopefully we can get that up to 500 by January, and then keep pushing that as well, because at that point we'll have probably about 10% ownership over Granada Hills, so anybody what tries to come and like sell cheap or just like kind of destroy the movement of Granada Hills, it won't happen as easy. The more players like actually come in and like hold their properties and then don't sell them in Granada Hills, and keep the floor up, the more like this node will be successful as well. And the bigger it gets and the more properties that I own, I'll be able to control more of the actual the node and keep the floor where it is as well. And because we're not putting money into like other stuff and that, there'll be like 50 100 quid there just to control the floor as stuff as well, until we actually, and the players what are actually sticking and holding their properties, will be able to like get to a point where that's manageable for the players as well. So we will be able to tackle that. That's not a problem as well. And then think about how many good properties you're getting at a bargain of a price as well. So yeah, I wouldn't be selling anything right now in Granada Hills for sure. Let's click on it and I'll just show you what I mean. So you can see there's 14,000 properties right now, 9,025 are owned. So you can see this own numbers going up, which is amazing. So if these aren't for sale, these aren't a problem at all. So the players are actually holding the node. So right now there's only realistically like just over 5,000 properties what are not owned, and then you can see half of them are unminted still as well. So there's only like 2,500, 2,300 properties what are for sale right now. And then what we do is plan to like keep minting out as many properties in Granada Hills, and then we'll keep buying the floor as well. And it'll get to a point where you won't be able to buy a property in Granada Hills for like less than 15, 20,000 UPEX. If you're selling your properties for like less than like, if you're selling them for $4, you're just going to lose money, and then the players in Granada Hills can just take those properties off those players. It's really like benefits the players in Granada Hills, so don't think the floor going down is a bad thing necessarily. You can always get those properties at like pennies to the dollar, and then like just take them off the market and then hold them in owned as well. So yeah, in the next year this will be a lot easier to control, and then there's more players coming in once the racetrack started, what will actually help with Spark and staking Spark and some of the structures what we plan to go up. But that's kind of like the second plan. We're not going to release that on this video. We are going to talk about that in the future video as well. But yeah, there's big plans for a lot more Spark to come in Granada Hills. Yeah, the only way is up right now, and we're really excited to just want to talk about it. And like I'm bad at keeping stuff, but like yeah, this is going to be really cool and really interesting. So once the factory gets approved, once we get some more updates about the factory, we will be able to discuss all the other stuff around the racetrack and basically the growth. It's been cool to see all the players like messaging, like buying properties on the racetrack as well. You can actually see, where are we here? You can actually see, I watched a video the other day. Where's the property gone? I believe is it this property here? No, where's it gone? I did see it the other day. Where's it gone now? So that's where the racetrack goes around. Then it goes up here. Was it this one here? No, I don't believe it was. Nope. Where's the property gone? I've lost it. I think it might be this one actually. Nope. Oh, that looks nicer with all the totems on the property right there. I've kind of lost it. It's Elslack's property. I seen him build it on a YouTube video the other day, and it like I started watching it. Like it was really cool to see like other players, not just myself, actually building. It might be this one then. Yeah, here it is, Elslack. So yeah, watching the videos, really do enjoy the content, brother, so keep up the good work. And you can see all the properties like going up now as well. A few more over here. Apartments, more apartments on this area as well. And then you can see over here more apartments are going up as well. So we are growing on neighbourhood ratings as well. Granada Hills is starting to just see like I've seen over 100 properties now getting built in Granada Hills at the moment. So it's really cool to see. Even just around the factory right now, you can actually see like 1, 2, 3. I won't even count 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it goes all the way around as well, like 9, 10, and it goes all the way back. Granada Hills is massive. You can see these apartments got finished a couple months ago. but like if you go all the way down, you can just see like more properties going up as well. So this is the best time to actually jump on Granada Hills before the price gets too high to where it's not like you're not going to make ROI in a way, like ROI is return on investment. And I believe, like, if you, well, I don't believe, I know, if you want to buy your properties, like, you're best getting them when they're still, like, at the price they are, because once Granada Hills gets minted out, there's a lot of big, like, projects coming, and we should be able to invest about $6,000 into Granada Hills every single year, and we plan to do that for at least 3 years as well. So we're not stopping. We don't plan to actually, like, slow down at all. And with the players actually coming in and these videos getting bigger and bigger as well, like the last video I posted yesterday's already got like 24 watch hours, so thank you so much for that. We're only about 400 watch hours away from getting monetized, and then we can start earning money on this channel. So yeah, we can talk about the back end of YouTube and all the other stuff as well. So really excited, and every single penny the YouTube studio makes, like for the adverts on these videos, will go straight back to Granada Hills as well. So we will be able to like film videos, make a little bit off that, and then invest it back into like properties in Granada Hills, like buying the floor maybe. The YouTube AdSense will just cover the cost of like buying the floor and stuff as well. So yeah, really exciting. That's going to be cool to see the floor go up as well. And because we've been building it for like over 6 months now, it's just nice, like you can actually see the growth and like how it's coming along, and just really happy. That's why I get so upset with these kind of comments, because like we've put so much effort into it. We've tried to really like support the community. We've really tried to like grow it as much as possible, and we have every single player's best interest at heart as well. You know, you're gonna sell those properties, you know. There's no properties, like I even said, like get onto it before I buy the properties. Like I even let the players know that I'm going to buy this properties in Granada Hills, so you buy them before I buy them, because if I buy them then you'll have to pay for them more expensive. So I always try and keep it like transparent. I always try and talk about everything we do in the game as well. So really excited about that. Also got a message off, I just want to talk about this as well because this is really cool as well. I did see about it on obviously the Upland podcast, but now I got a message about ordering the book, and I'm just going to look into it quickly right now. So here we go. So yeah, the book Upland is out now. If you want to go and get it, you can get it on Amazon if you want to, and if you also, you can get it as an NFT. Allows access to read the book, and then you can also get the web version. You can use PayPal to become a member and read at ourupland.com. So that's really cool, ourupland.com. And then this is basically a book about chatting to different players in the community, and basically about their kind of journeys on Upland as well. So when payday comes, we will be buying that book and supporting the community as well. So amazing kind of amazing idea. I will put the link in the description down below if you want to go purchase a book as well, because it's amazing kind of idea coming from the community. So we'll always back those kind of projects and support them as much as possible. And that's why I want to get back to the community spirit of Upland, because yeah, we're all a team. If we don't work together, none of us will actually make what we should be making on the game either. So it's all about community, and it's all about building and helping each other. So yeah, back to all the positivity and back to actually growing the node. Jump on the competition if you want as well. It is over here. You can win the townhouse. We have got the 4 townhouses building, so it's totally up to you which one you pick. And then once these 4 townhouses and these 2 apartments are finished construction, we will give away one of those townhouses to a lucky winner. We have took all the stakeholders off the properties already, and then we will just keep monitoring that every single week going forward. And then we will put a list together with every single name and then attach it to our Discord as well. So if you actually go over to Discord quickly, and then we'll go over to competitions. Here's a new page here. So this is a competition page, so anybody creating putting stake and spark on any of the properties in Granada Hills in the node which I'm building will be entered into this panel here. So you'll be able to see all your entries kind of thing, so it'll be a bit more streamlined as well, because I've never had any problems with YouTube yet, but like all of a sudden, but I just think that's kind of a comment was kind of like been flagged by YouTube kind of for negativity and stuff. I think it's not to do with my end and that, because everybody else has been able to enter as well. There was one name on the wheel, but that was a spelling mistake. The person was still a real account as well, just like the typo on the actual wheel, but that's no problem at all. And yeah, if you're gonna like, obviously with the comments, like if they're gonna get changed and stuff as well, you're not gonna be, you have to make sure like the comment's stuck. So once you comment and that, like don't edit it, don't delete it, don't move it, because yeah, when I'm counting them comments, I've already say there's 8 comments and I've got 7 names. I know I need to get an extra name, but now on my last video I've got like 19 comments or something, but I can only see like 12 comments or something because all those comments back and forth have been deleted, and now my replies aren't there either. So all the replies I actually made aren't on those comments anymore, so I don't know what's happening with that. I don't understand the YouTube comment section or how it works, but I do know if I started like throwing accusations across on another account and stuff, YouTube will step in and actually stop that as well, and so will Upland as well. So it's not gonna be tolerated at all on the account and that. So yeah, we will basically back off from that and actually start going back to the game, and then yeah, basically like see what happens from there. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Let's go over to LA quickly. What else did we want to talk about? There was one more topic. I talked about obviously the new San Francisco kind of place to be, looking at cafes, airports, what else? We spoke about treasure hunting, the Spark. Let's talk about Spark quickly as well, actually, because this account's now at 2.15. We will be able to grow that to 2.17 hopefully tonight, and then we will get the 1 Spark to get it up to like 3.15. Obviously the treasure hunts and the daily logins as well add up to the Spark count, and then we plan to probably buy, I might buy a full Spark or half a Spark, depending on obviously when Sparklet comes out, but hopefully there's another Spark week before that so we can actually get some Spark. But yeah, if we can get like 1 Spark or maybe a half a Spark as well, we will be sitting at close to like 4 Spark on the account and 10 million UPEX. Probably by like the end of January time we'll be able to hit that mark, maybe like depending on like it's my birthday and stuff, so like hopefully we can invest into Upland on my birthday and have a really good like stream, maybe do a live stream on my birthday and that kind of stuff, buying players properties and stuff. So that would be really cool to jump into as well. Just collect my UPEX as well, so I've got 3 visits and then also all the yield, what's coming in off the properties. All these yields will just go into my net worth now. So if you don't know, every single property in Upland brings in a 14.7% yield, so you'll be able to actually like keep earning rent off those properties, not just selling and buying the properties. You'll be able to actually earn rent while you hold the properties, and then any single visit. So if a player actually sends to your property, clicks the send button, I will get that award as well. So yeah, it's really cool how you can actually make money in the game and just grow your account as much as possible. Thank you so much for all the community what's actually really grinding and going behind these videos, and it's really cool to actually see everybody winning on the game of Uplands. So thank you so much for the support. Jump onto these competitions, let's see how they all run and that. Looking forward to actually seeing what's going on. And then yeah, basically just let me know if you want to jump on. We will be starting to do podcasts going forward, so let me know if you're interested in jumping on as well, and I will start reaching out to some more players as well. So yeah, thank you so much for all the support, guys. Really do appreciate all the feedback. We'll always listen to comments and stuff as well, so if you do feel a certain way, please give me a message. Like, we will get everything kind of like opened up transparently as well. But as far as I see, there's only one person, so I don't understand, because there's over 60 people entering these competitions and inside the node right now. So yeah, sure, I'd have heard about it like from other people, and like I'd have heard about it in the past. So gonna leave that there, and that's yeah, jump on, like, subscribe and comment if you're not already, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video, guys. Peace.